What is going on, everyone? It's Tracker Fiend. You can see right here, I have a fairly significant order from Tackle Warehouse. This is from their Black Friday sale. It just took a while for it to arrive, just because of the fact that it's the holiday season. Everyone's dealing with the pandemic and everything like that. So deliveries and everything like that are a lot higher this year than normal, even more so than usual. It's a significant order. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get through this, and I apologize, but you're going to have to bear with me. I went ahead and opened this up to make sure I had everything, and I'm going to try to knock this out as quick as possible. There's a few items in here that I wanted to get that I did not pick up because I was trying to stay within my budget. But I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible, and we're going to get into this. So, first things first, I'm going to go through this box right here first, get that out of the way, and then I'm going to get through these two rod tubes right here. So, let's see here. I might have to give me 1 minute real quick, because I got to get a knife or something like that real quick to open this up. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's see what we have going on here. There we go. Get that knife put away. Let's see here. Again, this is going to take a little bit of time, but you just have to bear with me. You got the paper. Tackle Warehouse stickers. They sent me 2 of them. I don't. That's okay. The Tackle Warehouse stickers. Order form. Don't need that. All right. KVD Perfect Plastic. These are the Ochos. These are all the Ochos. See here. I don't know exactly how. I think I ordered like 4 or 5 packs of every single one of these. These are watermelon seed. Then you have watermelon seed. Watermelon seed, watermelon seed, another watermelon seed. So there's I have like 3 or 4 packs of a piece of each of these. Let's see here. Let's just try to knock these out real quick. We have 4 of the Tequila Sunrise Orange Flake. We have 4 packs of the Black and Blue Flake. We have 4 of the Green Pumpkin. We have 4 packs of Junebug. There's another Junebug right there. Let's see here. 4 packs of the Green Pumpkin Candy. I wanted to get the Cincos, but unfortunately the Cincos were completely sold out. I was having problems trying to place my order. So here are 4 packs of the Watermelon Red Flake. And 4 packs of the Double Header Red. Let's see here. We also have, and you see right there, I also have several of the 3 more of the Shimano Corrado DCs. I have two 151 XGs and a 151. Let's see here. We have Mega Strike. I have 2 packs of the Crawfish formula. 1 and 2. Let's see here. Again, the Shimano Corrado DC 151. The 151 model is left-hand retrieve. It's just easier. I find it easier to cast with my right hand and reel with my left. And it's more natural, it's more comfortable for me. So that's a DC 151, which I believe is, I think it was a 6.2 to 1. I think the 151 is 6.2 to 1. I'm not entirely certain off the top of my head. It might be 6.3 to 1. No, 6.2 to 1. So 6.2 to 1. The 151 XG, which I believe is 8.5 to 1, is an 8.5 to 1 gear ratio. 8.5 to 1 gear ratio. And another 151 XG, which again is an 8.5 to 1 gear ratio. Let's see here. I picked up several of the Mike Buka bull sheds. The baby bull sheds, 3.75 inches, slow sinking. There were a few other colors that I wanted to get, like baby bass and a couple other ones too, but they were completely sold out. So this color is, I think this is green gizzard shed, I think. I'm not entirely certain. Let's see if I can't get this thing to focus real quick. Yeah, gizzard shed. So there's 2 of those. I have 2, I believe this is the rainbow trout. Rainbow trout. I have 2 of those. And 2 of the golden shiners. Tackle Warehouse shirt. GoPro chesty. And you can probably already see what's coming up with this, if you haven't already seen it. I went ahead, I also picked up a GoPro Hero 9. I don't have any experience with any GoPros of any kind, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to try to figure out just how to use this and figure out how to edit everything. So it's going to take a little time, but I'll be working on that, and hopefully by next year or so I'll be able to get some decent, get some actual videos out to y'all. So let's see here. Picked up some cutters, 8-inch cutters from P-Line. I mean, I could have easily just picked up a cheap pair from the hardware store or something like that, but honestly, with the price, with the discount and stuff like that, it was worth it. These are the new Tackle Warehouse neoprene rod covers, rod sleeves. So I think I picked up like 6 of these, I think. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 6 of those. I have, yes, geez, 2 of the oval split rings. I use these for my line ties on all my hard baits from Owner. I have a couple more of the KVD 2.5 wake baits, and just a couple colors that I don't have. This Tennessee Shed 2.0, and I think I have 2 of each of these. Another Tennessee Shed 2.0. This one right here is, I think, green gizzard shed. No, this is just plain gizzard shed. Gizzard shed, and another gizzard shed. I picked up a whole bunch of Owner Hyperwire split rings. I don't even know how many packs I picked up here, but I picked up several packs of these. I'm not going to go through all these. Grip pin. These are all the finesse hooks, the edge finesse hooks. I have every single size that they make, and I picked up like 4 or 5 packs of every single one. So I'm not going to go through all these, but that's what that is. Suffix Advanced Monofilament. I've mentioned in the past that I don't use monofilament, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a shot because I doing a little bit more research and looking into it and stuff. There's just certain applications, particularly with certain types of topwater lures, that I feel is going to work a little bit better than using braid. And I mentioned in the past that you try to get by using monofilament in a lot of the areas that I fish in and stuff, is you're just asking for trouble. But there's just certain applications I feel is going to work out a little bit better than just trying to use braid. So I'm going to give this stuff a shot. I've heard, I've gotten some mixed reviews on it. I've seen, this seems to be like, for the most part, people seem to really, really like it. But there's some individuals out there that talk about it being it's not very abrasion resistant. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Suffix 832, and I've always been a big fan of Suffix lines for the most part. I'm pretty certain it's made from Rapala. So, but I have two 330-yard spools of the 17-pound test. That's a good all-around starting point, you know. So there's another 17-pound test, 330-yard spool, and I think this is the low vis green. So again, I have the grip pin finesse hooks, grip pin edge finesse hooks. I'm not going to go through those. Reel covers, Tackle Warehouse reel covers. You all know what those look like. So I picked up, I think 6 of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the main order right there. And you can see I have 2 rod tubes. Now this is going to take a little bit of time to get through, but I'm going to try to knock this out as quick as possible. So you're going to have to bear with me just a little bit, because I'm going to try to get all this out without breaking a rod tip or anything. Let's see here. All right. Oh, that's nice. They actually put a rod tip protector on it. That's nice. I know that must be a new thing, because I know last year when I ordered my Dobbins rods and I received them, they didn't have that. So that must be a new thing. Let's see here. I have a Dobbins Champion. These are all the Dobbins Champion rods. 702. This is going to be my finesse rod for like shaky heads and drop shots and Nico rigs and things like that. So I've never been a real big fan of the split grips, but you know what? I think this only came in a split grip, so it'll be all right. That out of the way. Gotta move out of the way a little bit. Having a little bit of trouble, having a little bit of difficulty. All right. Let's see here. We have a 736. I think this is the medium heavy. I'm not certain. No, this is the heavy extra fast. This is going to be I think I bought 2 of these, to be honest with you. This one right here is, I'm going to plan on using one for a frog rod, and the other one's going to be my topwater rod. So let's get that out of the way. And that's it for that one. And sorry about all the craziness with the angles and that's showing up on this camera, but I apologize in advance for that. And let's see, we're going to try to get this out, hopefully, without breaking a rod tip. Hold on 1 second, I gotta get these out. Hold on. Ugh, jeez. I apologize for that, but I was having a little bit of difficulty getting these rods out. Oh, if I can get them out. Let's see what we got going on over here real quick. All right. So I picked up another. This is a 736 right here as well. I think it's a 736, right? Yeah, 736. So I picked up 2 of the 736s. One's going to be a frog rod. The other one's going to be solely my topwater rod for like my spooks, my walking baits and things like that. So let's get that out of the way. And the last one I picked up was a 735. Now, the 735 is going to be my multi-purpose rod. Last year I picked up a multi-purpose rod, and I think it was a I can't remember what it was. I think it was a 733. And it was fine. I just wanted to get something that had a little more power and a little more backbone to it. This one right here is going to be a little bit more versatile, I think. So I opted for this. Plus, the other problem was, too, is my 733, my initial multi-purpose Texas rig rod. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my son had grabbed a hold of it and damaged one of the guides, because one of the guides popped out and broke off or came out just below the tip, and I don't know what happened. What I remember, I'll never forget it. I was making a cast and I had a 3/8 ounce spinnerbait on, and next thing I know, I felt my rod it was a sudden stop and it was a pop. My spinnerbait went clear across the other side of the pond, landed on the opposite bank. I went over there to go retrieve my spinnerbait and picked that up, came all the way back to go ahead and retie, because I thought maybe I'd just broken off. And I came to the conclusion that there was probably a good 10 to 12 inches worth of line still attached to the spinnerbait. So then I started thinking, well, maybe the line was damaged. Well, at that point, in the process of feeding the line back through the guides and getting set back up, I realized that one of the guides was gone, and it was just below the tip. So I don't know exactly what happened. What I think possibly ended up happening is that, one, it was either damaged during shipping. My son had either gotten a hold of it and crushed it and damaged the guide, and it was not seated properly and wasn't and had come loose from the binding and the wrapping. I don't know. The thing was that it happened so fast, and I could have easily sent it back to either Tackle Warehouse or sent it back to Gary Dobbins and gotten it repaired. But honestly, it wasn't enough for the rod itself was still functional, and so I made the judgment call to go ahead and just stick with it and make do with it. And I will eventually send that back to go ahead and get it repaired to Gary Dobbins eventually, to go ahead and get it repaired properly and whatnot. To take them up on I think it was like a $50 no hassle replacement fee or repair fee or something like that, I think. So I will go ahead and do that eventually. It's just, it was still functional, so I was still using it, and I'm glad I didn't send it back, because in the process of me still using it, that's when I kind of realized that I wanted to have something that had a little bit more backbone to it, which is the reason why I went with this 735. Why I went with this 735 model right here instead. So I think it's going to work. I think it was the 735. Yeah, 735. So it's going to work out fine. I'm not too concerned about it. I think it's going to be all right. So, but anyway, it looks like an absolute disaster right now. But that's my Tackle Warehouse order. Again, it's going to take me a little bit of time to figure out just what I need to do with this GoPro. Because like I said before, I've never owned a GoPro before in my life. It's going to take a little bit of time for me to figure out getting the camera angle right, and the features and what type of perspective I want to have on it when I'm actually trying to film things. So whether it be fishing videos or backpacking videos or whatever the case may be. So, and there's a couple other accessories and stuff like that I definitely want to end up picking up to go with that. But that's it. That's my Tackle Warehouse order for this year from the Black Friday sale this year. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy with it. And I think it's gonna, all of this is gonna end up getting used eventually. So hopefully it's all gonna work out. And I think it's all gonna it's gonna do me just fine. So take care of everyone. I hope everyone is gonna had a safe and happy Christmas, or a happy Thanksgiving. I apologize, and I'm hoping everyone's gonna have a upcoming Merry Christmas in the coming weeks, if you celebrate Christmas. And if you don't, I hope you have a happy holidays. I know everyone's been having a difficult time dealing with the pandemic and everything, and it's been even crazier and stuff. I mean, with the election and everything. I mean, it's just been a wild year so far. and the past month and so has just been crazy. So I'm not going to get all political about this and stuff, but it is what it is. We're going to just have to see what's going to happen. I mean, you have President Trump, and he's still the president right now, technically, for another couple of for at least until January when Joe Biden gets sworn in. If he gets sworn in, I don't even know. There's so much. There's so much just ridiculousness going on right now. It's so screwed up with the media. So, but outside of that, that's my order right there. So I'm happy with it. I hope everything's going to work out okay, and we'll see where it goes from there. So take care, everyone. I hope to see you guys next time around, and hopefully hopefully I'll be able to get something out to y'all with an actual fishing video or an action video or something like that. I am planning on doing a backpacking trip sometime in March or April of next year. So hopefully I'll have have that all figured out by then at the absolute latest, and at least be able to get an actual backpacking video to y'all. So we'll see. Take care, everyone.